Yeah, man, sup my purples. What might the machine future look like? We're gonna go through some facts, the juicy rumor with some truth to it, and the super rumor. So stay tuned and smash all the likes and the subscribes with the ringing bells and all of that. Alright, let us go. We can't talk about the machine without mentioning Akai Professional's MPC. Originally intended for drum sampling, Roger Linn paved the way for Native Instruments to make a move way in the future. With the pads from the already classic Linn 9000, the MPC 60 set the standard for the 4x4 pad layout and punched a hole in the music industry with its sampler/sequencer combo. The MPC 60 opened up for a whole Mount Everest of electronic music legacy when people figured out you can sample anything and sequence it. Native Instruments dropped the first machine on April 1st, 2009, and it's no surprise that there would be no machine without the MPC legacy. Here we entered some interesting territory. They successfully married software and hardware fluently with some amazing sample chopping capabilities. Eventually we got support for external plugins and total integration with a complete sound library. Just a crazy, smooth workflow. 3 years later, Akai Professional followed up with a headbutter to the machine, the MPC Renaissance. Same workflow as the classic MPCs, but running as a controller for computer ordinator software. The software never had quite the same surfer boy level flow as the machine in my opinion. No pun intended, MPC lovers, you know how to work it. But since the MPC Live, they've gone back to cornering the standalone workstation market and what they do best. ¿Cómo es el futuro de la máquina? Para entender esto, hice una inmersión profunda para investigar. We can begin looking into some clues as to where development progress should be at this point of time. The span between 1.0 and 2.0 was 4 years. Using this formula, we should have seen 3.0 by 2017. But no. Hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who dare make those dreams reality. In 2016, something Native Instruments called the Song Layer was announced. It was made to increase the functionality of the timeline, enabling intersectionality between scenes, but the anticipation quickly turned into a deafening silence. June 20, 2019. A user with the alias D1 started a thread on the Native Instruments forums, laying out evidence from a forensic investigation. The case remains largely inconclusive, but many clues point to Native Instruments being guilty of experimenting with a standalone version of Machine. Among the evidence in the scripts, we find a rather unusual shutdown procedure and indications of a recovery mode, much like a computer ordinator device. D1's investigation further concluded Wi-Fi functionality, perchance engineered to establish a connection with the Pentagon, the possibility to transform the machine into an airplane, a USB storage mode, and SD card ejection. When he forced his MK3 to load up the scripts, it was not difficult to reach the verdict. We are now in the future. Current version of the machine is 2.9.2. This equates for a high probability of us seeing 3.0. Remember that song layer thing? Well, it's a happening. 96% significance rate. But what about the standalone? Native Instruments have been going through some changes lately. As of August last year, they have a new vision that they call One Native. Supposed to be some sort of a platform that's more tightly integrated where you can find support for all of the Native Instruments products. This means effectively firing 20% of the staff globally. And according to Daniel Hava, the CEO of Native Instruments, this has nothing to do with economical issues. It's just a new direction that the company is taking. But it does make you wonder, can this affect somehow the decision making and the development of the machina? Naturally, you would think it does. How it's going to be affected? We don't know this. It's all speculations. Going back to the moves of Akai, some people argue that both companies are just going to stick to doing what they do best with the respective trade-offs that come with it. So Akai, they got the standalone market in the pocket, you know what I'm saying? Native Instruments, software, hardware hybrid, works great. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. One of the best qualities with the machine, in my opinion, is the tight integration with the complete library and the NKS libraries. Having that run on a standalone machine is apparently, to a certain commenter in one of my other videos, not possible. And if they do make it happen, it will likely end up being a very expensive product. But with that being said, what do you think? Let me know. Okay, bye-bye.